Hello and welcome. Today we're bringing you 1 in a billion cricketing moments that will leave you amazed. Get ready for some exciting action as we dive right in. We're starting off with an absolute banger. In 2015, Mr. 360 A.B. de Villiers lit up the Wanderers Stadium in Johannesburg when he smashed a 31-ball 100 against the West Indies. Just the previous year, Corey Anderson had broken Shahid Afridi's long-standing record by scoring a 36-ball century. During this particular ODI, de Villiers walked into bat during the 39th over with his team at 247 for 1. What followed was a once-in-a-lifetime demolition job as he swept, scooped, pulled and smashed the Windies bowlers all around the park. Just look at him reverse sweeping poor Jerome Taylor to the boundary. By the time de Villiers got out in the last over, he had propelled South Africa to a mammoth 439, finishing on a shocking 149 off just 44 deliveries. Whether this record will ever be broken still remains to be seen, but we're 100% sure it won't be as brilliant as this innings from the South African Superman. Next up, we have some more cricketing brilliance from the freak of nature known as A.B. de Villiers. Now, de Villiers wasn't just good at cricket. During his school days, he also excelled at rugby and tennis, and he was known to be pretty decent at golf too. He probably carried these skills over to cricket because this man could do just about anything. Look at this insane catch he completed during the IPL. While normally a shot like this would have made it over the ropes, de Villiers pulled off some stunning acrobatics to leap in the air and grab the ball with one hand. Everything about this catch is just unbelievable. The height and the jump, the timing, the ability to perfectly catch the ball in one hand. With jumping abilities like his, you'd think de Villiers might have had a career in the NBA. Here we have a win so shocking it became one of the most talked about test match victories of its time. India beating the Aussies at the Gabba and claiming the 2021 Border Gavaskar Trophy. This win isn't just important because India beat Australia in a test match. After all, these two sides are the most competitive and evenly matched teams in the world of cricket today. The importance of this win is due to the fact that the Aussies had been unbeaten at that ground since 1988. A 33-year-old streak that led to the Gabba being referred to as a fortress. And to make this victory more unlikely, India needed to chase 328 on the last day to secure a win. Enter Shubman Gill, Cheteshwar Pujara and Rishabh Pant. 3 men who pulled off the spectacular in grand fashion. This win truly was a feat and a half, considering the fact that India had been bowled out on 36 during the first test of the series. Up next, we have some more fielding brilliance, this time from Kiwi legend Martin Guptill. India and New Zealand were going toe-to-toe in the 2019 ODI World Cup semi-final. The stakes were as high as they could be. India needed 25 runs off 10 balls with 3 wickets in hand, and Dhoni was on strike. The Kiwis had been amazing in the field throughout this match, and they showed why great fielding wins you matches. After Dhoni mistimed a short ball from Lockie Ferguson, he ran for a double. Guptill sprinted in from deep square and launched a throw so perfect that it landed right on the top of the stumps. There was absolutely nothing any batter could have done about a throw like this. Maybe Usain Bolt might have made it back, but geez, what a brilliant effort. And to do it in a match like this makes it all the more special. The chances of us witnessing something like that Guptill run-out over and over again aren't very high, but here we have another Kiwi who pulls off absolute stunners for fun, and that too very frequently. Glenn Phillips set the Champions Trophy alight with a sort of fielding that earned praise from Jonty Rhodes himself. This man was an absolute menace at point. Just look at how he dismissed Mohammad Rizwan and Virat Kohli in back-to-back games. The first one was a full-length sideways dive to the left, the second one to his right. And then he did it again in the final against India to dismiss Shubman Gill. The acrobatics here are off the charts. It is said that Phillips dabbled in gymnastics during his school days, and honestly, it shows. Just to show you why he's probably the best fielder in the world today, we've included one more Phillips special in this video. This blinder he took at gully against the Aussies. This man really can do it all. Next up, we have an innings that will leave you amazed. Imagine you're playing a test match against South Africa in Durban. You're chasing down a more than decent target of 304 and it's only the third day. You walk in to bat with your team at 52 for 3. Now here's the tricky part. While you go on your merry business, wickets keep falling around you, and eventually your team is 9 wickets down at 226. But that doesn't stop you, and you keep cutting and driving the Proteas bowlers for 4. So much so that you single-handedly win the match for your team and finish on a brilliant 153 not out. This sort of performance isn't something a lot of players can relate to unless you're Kusal Perera, because that's exactly what this man did in 2019 to get his team over the line. If this isn't a fine example of individual brilliance, we don't know what is. Here we have a rather shocking outcome to what was supposed to be a close semi-final. India and England faced off in the second semi-final of the 2022 T20 World Cup in Australia. England bowled well to restrict India to 168, but no one, and we mean no one, expected what came next. Openers Alex Hales and Josh Buttler chased down the entire total in just 16 overs, finishing on unbeaten scores of 86 and 80 respectively. It was a literal beatdown, as one-sided an affair as you'll say. After Buttler smashed poor Shami for 6 to seal the match, Ravi Shastri rightly exclaimed that England had given India a real hammering here. To put the cherry on top, Hales and Buttler also ended up setting the record for the highest ever opening partnership in a T20 World Cup, 170 runs. It was a hammering indeed, and to do that in a World Cup semi-final, simply outrageous. Next, we have the Indian bowling attack on the wrong side of yet another unbelievable cricketing moment. Pakistan beating India by 10 wickets in the 2021 T20 World Cup in the United Arab Emirates. This was one of those matches where everything clicked for Pakistan. Their bowling, their fielding, and surprisingly even their batting. They were in the kind of form that lets you chase down 152 without losing a single wicket. Now there's one reason in particular that makes this victory so special: the fact that Pakistan had never ever beaten India in a World Cup fixture before. This will be the first and only time Pakistan has ever edged their arch rivals in an ODI or T20 World Cup out of the 15 times they've faced each other across both formats. But for most fans, this moment was well worth the wait. Here we have another case of individual heroics, this time for Mr. Ben Stokes himself. The 2019 Ashes was a truly memorable series, a back-and-forth slugfest that rightly ended at 2-2. During the third test, England found themselves down and out after being bowled out for 67 during the first innings. And then, to make matters worse, they were reduced to 286 for 9 while chasing 359. Jack Leach had just arrived as the last man. These depressing developments had no effect on Stokes, however, who kept putting away the Aussies whenever he got the chance. The ploy was simple: face most of the balls, try to chip away the total, and then take a single towards the end of the over. Some close calls were followed by a couple of outrageous reverse slogs against Nathan Lyon, and would you believe it, the man actually won his team the match, finishing on an unbeaten 135. An innings so special, it's often been referred to as the greatest batting performance seen in an Ashes game. And as always, we've saved the best for last. In what was undeniably the greatest batting performance of this century, Maxwell battled the odds and severe leg cramps to score a double hundred and drag his team over the line. Chasing 292 against a dangerous Afghan side, the Aussies were down and out at 92 for 7. With Captain Cummins keeping him company, Maxwell swung for the fences, destroying the Afghan bowling unit in the process. He was dropped twice as well, on 24 and 33 respectively, and that would pretty much seal the deal for the Afghan team. Unable to move his legs, Maxwell resorted to a golf-like approach and started whacking the ball everywhere. The Aussies are literal mentality monsters, and this innings showed us why. With the last shot of the match, Maxwell brought up his double hundred in just 127 balls, capping off the greatest ODI innings of this century in style. And there you have it, folks, some of the most unbelievable cricketing moments of recent times. Be sure to like and subscribe for more crazy compilations from the gentleman's game.